Thank you for tuning in to Film Frenzy, where we review films of all kinds. I am the film enthusiast Jay Masai.
Uncle Swag, movie buff.
Yeah, and today we're going to go ahead and take a look at The Flash, 2023 film. This one is really 2 hours and 24 minutes. So yes, hold on to your hats. This one is directed by Andres Muschietti. And had a release date of this June 16th, 2023. Now, so Flash is a DC character from the DC comic book universe, and was produced by Warner Brothers Pictures, DC Studios. Budget was $200 to $220 million. That's the budget range. So
so far, 25.5 million.
Yeah, this movie's gonna make its money back. It's gonna make its money.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I think that's because Michael Keaton.
And we're gonna get to that. So with The Flash, we are dealing with a character, Barry Allen, who gets struck by lightning, and he wakes up to discover that he's been given the power of super speed, becoming the Flash and fighting crime as part of the whole DC comic universe. But for whatever reason, Barry is like kind of one of the more lower tier superhero characters who feels like he's like the janitor, like he's cleaning up everyone else's mess. You know, you got Batman, stopping bank robberies. The Superman's doing something, over here, helping the world out from erupting volcanoes. And then you got Barry, and he's like helping, a building that's about to collapse. But there was a lot of great moments in it. There's a lot to unpack, and I guess the best way to unpack it is to start at the very beginning, where Barry runs as fast as he can and finds out he can go back into time because he runs that fast. And in going back in time, he's trying to reconfigure what happened with his mother, who gets killed suddenly, and it looks like the father did it, or the father was somehow implicated, and the father's locked up, and Barry's fighting for the father. So there's a lot going on here. Let's just go ahead and unpack it. What are some standout moments in the film to you?
The baby shower.
Baby shower.
That was interesting. Of course, he's going fast as he can, but they show him that it's in slow motion. He's got to get boom, boom, this baby, get this and that. And of course, Alfred is in his ear while Batman's chasing down. That's why, hence, he said he's the janitor. Superman, what do you say, can't reach him. Wonder Woman just like on some other shit. So, but it's losing power because he hasn't eaten because of metabolism.
Right.
So just watching that whole thing unravel, I don't know. It was different. But I didn't like how it started. They went straight into the movie like, bam, here we go. No credits or saying this is made by, just bam, here.
Yeah, well, I think they were trying to play on the title, I guess, of The Flash. Like, everything is happening super fast. You just need to watch fast, catch up. But he's right. It happens exactly like Uncle Swag said. It just starts off really fast, and you're kind of trying to keep up with everything that's happening. And you're getting hit with a lot in a very short amount of time.
Right.
And the baby shower scene was, well, I say baby shower, but there's a building that's like collapsed, and there's a hospital ward that's at the very top, full of newborn babies. And for whatever reason, when the building collapsed, glass shatters, and all of these babies start to cascade out of this floor, coming out, and Flash has to kind of save them all. But Flash also needs energy. He needs power because he's low on his carbs or his sugar level or whatever. So he gets his sugar level up by, breaking into a vending machine, getting his snacks, getting a burrito, and then saving all the babies. But I thought that part was pretty interesting. But
that was some cold shit.
I thought that scene was kind of dope. But the only thing is, the babies look CGI. They didn't look real.
They definitely CGI.
Yeah,
I thought he was going for the baby. He's reaching for the.
He was reaching for like a burrito or something.
But why
like
he
that?
had to put the baby in the microwave?
Well, because he had to save the baby from like the fire explosion or something like that.
They're gonna hear some shit about that.
Yeah, there might be some folks that are gonna be up in arm about that whole scene, but
about the CGI baby in the microwave.
But I think that's the reason why they did that. I think they did CGI purposely because they didn't want the babies to look real, so that way people can be up in arms. They could be like, they're not even real looking babies. There's CGI.
I think it was done good though. It was.
Some of the action sequences kind of felt like an arcade game, like a very good looking arcade game. You know what I mean? Like when Batman was chasing after the people that were robbing the bank, and then like all of a sudden he kind of gets his bat hook onto it, and he's like kind of like swooping all through that felt like a video game.
I can see that.
And I don't know what it is about some of DC's action sequences that always feel like that. I just they kind of start to feel like a arcade game. They just don't seem to have.
Maybe they're trying to make reference to that game.
Maybe, but it should feel more lifelike. But I don't know. I think I digress. I think they're some action sequences are pretty good.
Ben Affleck, wasn't it?
Yes. So we have. So this is another multiverse type of movie. So he goes back into time, and when he goes back into time, he's in another universe, and then hence we're in this whole multiverse thing where when he needs to try and get Batman's help, he ends up finding none other than Michael Keaton.
My man. OG.
The OG Batman.
The top number one, I think he's the top Batman. Then comes Ben Affleck. I know people don't like Ben Affleck. I like Ben Affleck as Batman.
I thought he was cool as Batman.
Not as Daredevil, but as Batman, yes.
Yeah, and the more I think about it, there was a lot of Batmans. There was Val Kilmer was Batman.
Oh shoot, yeah, that's right. I forgot about Batman.
Him. But I guess Val Kilmer's.
Damn, I forgot about Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer was Batman once upon a time.
George Clooney.
And Christian Bale.
How come it's like we missing somebody? We missing somebody. We gotta be missing somebody.
I don't think so. I think those are all the Batmans,
That's all
right?
the Batmans?
Yeah. I believe so. If we are missing them, I'll put it up as
Come on, man. The original Batman.
Factoid. Well, you're talking about...
Come on, you can't leave him out.
They left him out in the movie.
Damn it, he died. But you can't leave Adam West out.
Adam West, yes. But they did not have him in this, and I think with good reason, too.
But this was another going back in time. Somebody else did that, go back in time from the DC universe.
Who is that?
You tell me. Come on there.
That went back in time?
Mm-hmm. To save somebody. Superman. Christopher Reeve's character when he was Superman.
Right.
He saved Lois Lane and he went around the world. But the multi-universe.
But that was within the same universe. So yeah.
But watching this movie, it like you mentioned, Nicolas Cage was supposed to play Superman. And they did a nice, I think that was a good part of the movie when they brought back Christopher Reeve. Yeah,
they had a lot of different versions of characters that came back because of the multiverse.
You also noticed too that Barry was more mature battling with his younger self.
Right.
So this was basically him battling and seeing what everybody was saying about him. I think Ezra Miller that plays Barry Allen, I like him. Didn't he play in a series too?
I believe so.
I like him. I think he's a good actor. He's real strong with that character. I think it might be another spinoff of Flash.
I liked it. I hope that they have a Flash too, in all honesty, or integrate him more in the whole, comic book universe.
He's underrated. I think he's underrated.
He is underrated, but
as an actor, he does a lot. Just his timing, his comical. But seeing him in this light, being like more serious, he was acting like Batman.
Oh, he does get his shine in this one.
He gets a lot of shine. I'm glad he got his own movie.
He has his own movie. He gets his shine. He's the main character.
Michael Keaton coming back though.
You got Batman. You got Supergirl. And that was an interesting one too, because they went to try and go get Superman to get his help, and it ended up, since they were in a multiverse, being Supergirl. And she, that kind of...
Everything's thrown off, basically.
Yeah, it throws things off a little bit since they're in a different multiverse, but Supergirl got killed. The other Barry, Flash, tries to go back to save Supergirl, but each time he keeps going back, he keeps wrecking things.
Don't forget about Michael Shannon playing Zod.
That was dope, yeah.
Yo,
I like that a lot. I think that was good.
Old Zod.
I do remember the old Zod. Yeah, he was. The old Zod, what did he look like? A Bee Gees,
He
you know
like
what I mean? Like he was
he
skinny.
this guy from the saying Night Fever.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He just was, but he looked menacing. That was for sure. But he just,
but that back then, he got a lot of white face powder on his face to look, menacing. Michael Shannon just looks, whatever character he plays, he looked.
Yeah, he
looks scary.
He knows how to be villainous when he needs to be.
Yes.
But that was a good one for sure. And and I'm glad that they showed more action with the Flash and Batman trying to battle Zod and like his minions. Because for me personally, when Superman or Supergirl, whatever you want to call it, when they start to fight each other, Superman and Zod, those fights are boring to me. It just seems like one person plows into one person, they go 10,000 yards in one direction, then they hit the other person, they go 10,000 yards in the other direction, and that's how their fight goes. And it's like, that's boring. You know what I mean?
After a while, it gets played out.
You just keep knocking one person 10,000 yards that
aliens
way. Yeah,
you got super strength. We need to see some others. But see, this is the thing I don't get. Now he stabbed her. She died.
Yeah.
But she was getting shot with bullets and nothing happened.
Well, maybe it's
what's more lethal? A bullet? Or I just want to know, because acquiring minds like me.
Maybe Zod has maybe the thing that came out of his hand, that the piercing, whatever it was, stabbing knife. Maybe that's elements that come from their home planet that they know they can pierce the skin of the Kryptonians. Right. I can see that. That's what I'm thinking.
But if it was kryptonite, wouldn't it kill Zod too?
Well, I don't think it was kryptonite. I think it was just, material from their planet that could puncture their skin. You know what I mean?
And what's up with Alfred?
Who was up with Alfred?
Alfred always in somebody's ear telling him to do shit. How come Alfred ain't got his ass on no costume out there? Batman's running around a super detective getting hurt in this and that. How come Alfred ain't never out there?
Because Alfred's like 90 years old.
Alfred used to be an agent though.
Oh yeah?
Oh, we're gonna have to go back in the past.
Yeah, but he retired though. But he's retired though, so he's kind of just like
See?
I think Alfred is like the conduit. You know what I mean? When something's going down, he spots it and he finds the appropriate person to go
Alfred's
ahead and
too damn nosy. He's sitting up in there telling everybody, "See, I couldn't be part of Justice League."
And I think that's where Barry was frustrated.
And they say, "I need you to go." Alfred, what the fuck you doing? You in my ear. What the hell you doing, sir?
He's like, I'm telling you what's going on out there. You can either do something or don't.
know? I'm staying home today.
And then they also had your girl Wonder Woman on there.
Yo, she played a good Wonder. She's a good Wonder Woman, but she can't beat my girl though.
Yeah, who's that?
The original.
Oh, right.
I'm in love with her.
Linda Hamilton, I think her name was.
Oh, Lord.
Or whatever.
You can't mess with her, man.
Yeah.
But no, she's a great actress. She did a lot of movies, but playing Wonder Woman, I think empowers the women. I think that's what she set up to be. So little girls can look at me like I can be what I want to be. But she did good on that. Real good.
No, she did good, but maybe I might raise a point that you could be fair or negative or whatever. But what do you think of Wonder Woman's outfit? I mean, you think that's something that the young women need to?
That's not as revealing as Linda Carter's. Linda Carter had her skirt up. She didn't have a skirt. She had on tights. I know. I was young.
Well, it just seemed like Wonder Woman for the
Wonder
Flash
Woman because it was just Wonder Woman. I watched Wonder Woman.
She's very fleshy. Let me just say that.
No, she's not fleshy.
No?
She's a beast. She's...
Okay. I'm not hating. I think I'm going to have to pull up an image.
Look at Linda Carter, old school. Look at the new Wonder Woman. She's got a dress. She's got a little skirt. Linda Carter had nothing but ass. Ass, legs, and ass.
Let's see if I can pull something up. Yeah, but the fight sequences were really, really good. I
just
really
the
enjoyed
one with
that
the
a lot.
Superheroes. And Michael Keaton in his comeback.
Michael Keaton.
That man don't age, man.
That was the creme de la creme.
And everybody heard that one line, they went crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to hear everything in the movie.
Yeah.
But you got these people bringing their goddamn kids.
Well,
And I got a kid drinking down the damn soda. Then I got I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. You can't hear shit. And I got little Larry Jr. over there talking.
What do you think of Supergirl, played by Sasha Calle?
I want to see more of her.
She was pretty good, yeah?
She was excellent. She made that role believable. I want to see something with her in it. in that universe.
Oh, in the universe. But she would, if it's gonna be in that universe, it's gonna be Supergirl then.
Yes. Yes.
So we have to see
Supergirl.
We have to see Supergirl come back then.
I think they'll wind up making a Justice League with an alternate universe.
Alternate universe Justice League.
Universe Justice League.
Okay.
Then watching the whole worlds collide, where they showed all the super. Like I didn't know Nicolas Cage was supposed to play Superman.
Yeah, I think he got screen tested years ago in the early '90s, I want to say, and never happened for whatever reason.
I didn't know that.
But it was interesting that they had him in one of the multiverses, and then they had Christopher Reeves, and
oh man, that was a good tribute to have Christopher Reeves.
Yeah,
back on the screen. It got a little
and the original Supergirl as well too.
Yes.
So yeah, they had some cool stuff going on there. That was cool, CGI rendering to have them come back like that, know?
Yeah, but I kind of figured that Barry was battling Barry that pushed him out.
Oh, right. The super creature, when you watch this film, you'll see that as they're going back in time, there's this weird looking super creature that keeps knocking Barry out of the...
it's not a creature.
Well, not creature, but just like some type of...
It's Barry, but that's all he's been spending his time doing. Going back, creating that same moment
going back,
that he aged and... Going back, he said, remember he said to him, you can do this forever. It's not going to change. So he's been doing it forever.
Right. Thinking that he can get it right one of those days.
That scar on her face like, oh shit, that's me. But in the series too, they got the same thing going, but they don't know who that guy is with the electricity. So to watch that and see this, it's a lot of things I just think that DC, especially with what's his name now, Gunn there, there's so many aspects that they can continue this grab.
Oh, I think DC's gonna. I think you're gonna start to see a shift and see DC
because in this one,
films start to get a little bit better.
In this one, Superman never made it to this universe. Zod killed him.
Right.
So they went after her. See, now that has to be a spinoff too because they took the superhuman strength from this Supergirl and just walked off with it. So now what's gonna happen?
I don't know.
It's a lot of stuff that they're gonna. I think. What DC does is... I
think we're in the wave of multiverses right now, but I think in a minute we're going to be out of that.
You think it's going to slow down?
I think so.
Yeah, it's too many multi-universe. But I think people might like it. Like this new generation might like the multi-universe.
And maybe, and there's a way for them to constantly spin it for all of the characters so they all get their multi-universe film, and then they spin out of it and then come back to... I don't know if you want to say come back to reality, but maybe they come back to a more standardized version of the superhero is fighting in a universe that we all know and recognize. It's not 10 universes and whatever, 10 outcomes.
And George Clooney makes his appearance back.
He does at the very end. Spoiler.
I'm surprised nobody catch that when it said call from Batman. It said Bruce Wayne.
I knew it was going to be.
The voice was different. I said that's.
I just knew it was going to be a different Batman. I just knew it. They just, they kind of. The way they played it in terms of the car pulling up and, I can't wait to see you too. And then you're like, okay, it's not going to be the same dude. It's going to be someone different.
What if they did like they did with Spider-Man when all the Spider-Mans came together?
That'd have been crazy.
Like they do with Batman.
That'd have been tight.
You think so?
I would have liked that, yeah.
Would you watch it?
It might have been a little crazy.
But they're going to have to get all the same villains.
That's
going to include Joker. They're going to have to grab Penguin.
Here's going to be an interesting thing that they could do is in the original cartoon for Justice League, they had the Legion of Doom. Yeah. So why don't we start to see some of those villains? But why don't those villains have their own movie? Like maybe 2 or 3 of them have their own movie, and then you start to fold them in together.
The only top villain that they really have is Lex Luthor.
But they had more than that villain, didn't they?
They had a lot, but Lex Luthor is like...
At Lex Luthor, they had the guy that Aquaman fought.
Mantis. Yes.
Didn't they have like a gorilla-looking character or something like that?
Yes.
They had a bunch of characters.
They had him.
Green Lantern had like the opposite nemesis. That
you think Ryan Reynolds is going to have Green Lantern come back as Green Lantern?
Well, I thought that Will Smith is supposed to be the next Green Lantern.
Who?
Will Smith.
We're going to go around slapping everybody?
Look it up. Look up Green Lantern.
What you say?
Keep my name.
I'll keep my... You know who played a good Lex Luthor, though?
Who's that?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was all right. I thought he was all right.
No, he was evil as shit.
He was evil.
Then you had
Or am I bugging about that? No, they look at that. They got a trailer for it.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Why don't you call Idris?
In any event, so yeah.
So with Will Smith now, he's coming over to the DC world.
Well, he was never in the Marvel world.
What? Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
He was in Marvel, but he also played.
Oh, he was in Suicide Squad, which was DC.
So how are you gonna switch over from playing?
But they do that all the time, though. Because look at
fucking everything though.
No, I don't think
How
so.
you go from being bad to good, Deadshot, to being Green Lantern? We gotta talk about this shit. You can't do that.
What was it?
My inner nerd is coming out.
No, but I hear what you're saying in that, but I think the Suicide Squad were kind of like the anti-heroes. They were bad guys, but they were still good guys because they were kind of saving mankind, right? Something like that.
Right. All right.
But they did that with Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck, if people remember correctly, was Daredevil once upon a time.
True.
Did Daredevil the movie, and now he's Batman.
I can't see.
So he was actually in he was in Marvel Universe. Now he's in DC Universe.
I can't see Will Smith playing. I can't see it.
It's happening, or at least it's a concept.
That's
anyway.
the.
I don't know if it's something that's for real, or. But it looks like it might be.
That's I Am Legend.
Is I Am Legend?
Oh no, you're right.
Or did someone put this together to make it look like it's a?
So we can't be putting out no false shit.
Oh, we're putting out false stuff. That's not true.
You're gonna get slapped. Will Smith gonna find your ass.
I'm not the one making those things,
Will Smith gonna find you.
Is he playing Green Lantern?
I don't know, but I'm leaving it alone. I ain't trying to get slapped.
No, it says it right here.
Damn that! Until I see it. Until Will Smith confirms
Will Smith joins James Gunn's DC Universe as John Stewart in a new Green Lantern. Oh, well.
James Gunn? He recruiting fools, ain't he?
I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I might be jumping the gun on
it.
We're
going to come back on that. We're going to have to put that on our segments.
But the one thing I wanted to note, though, is for whatever reason, Ben Affleck's character of Batman in the costume looked a little funny. Like it looked like his nose, the Batman nose on the mask was all extra crunched up and snarling looking.
That's how, because he's, okay.
Why
me and my sons used to pay Batman, what's it called, Tyrell?
Arkham Asylum?
Arkham Asylum.
Okay.
That was the dark.
Oh, that's
Batman.
Okay.
Ben Affleck is portraying, see, he got somewhat of a multi-universe himself. Ben Affleck portrays the freaking this dirty ass Batman.
So that's the dirty Batman.
He has no remorse. He's ready. He'd rather kill you first and ask questions later.
So that makes sense then, because when Wonder Woman had the lasso of truth around his wrist and apologize to anybody because my ego won't allow me to do so.
But with Superman versus Batman, and they had an alternate universe coming with that.
That'd be tight.
With Joker and them all combined together. It's a lot of stuff. And this with Flash, I think that adding the Flash, I would like to see Green Lantern with the Justice League. Of course, they got Aquaman.
Well, I know I'm steering off course just a little bit, but what did you feel about Batman versus Superman? Since I'm seeing that as part of their DC universe.
That fucked me up.
Yeah.
Because Batman doesn't have superpowers. He has this. He's the world's greatest detective.
Right.
And that's what gets him. He has to use superpowers. But he's freaking smart that he defeated Superman.
Right.
Now,
Killed Superman, right?
People think that Superman is the leader of the Justice League. It's not. It's Batman. Batman has the brains. That's the same thing with...
But Batman's a bit of a loner, though. He doesn't ever really like to...
He was with the team, yeah. But you know what? But he's with the Justice League, and that's the same thing as Iron Man is not the leader of the Avengers.
Okay.
Captain America was. The strategy. So it's the same thing. But the Batman versus Superman, that was nice. And that's when we first saw Wonder Woman coming.
So how hype are you going to be for Justice League 2, whenever that one comes out? How hype were you for the first one?
Actually, for the Justice League, this first one they did, the trailers had me hyped up.
Okay.
But when I saw it, I was a little bit disappointed.
Did you watch the 4-hour Zack Snyder version?
Let me tell you something. I started watching Zack's.
I couldn't get through it, man. It's just the endless takes that just like
I
should
like
have
it
ended.
though.
You know,
I like when they do stuff like that because
No,
you can
okay.
see a lot of things. But the main thing I liked is when they went to the sand where Batman had his own crew
Okay.
and Superman had his own aliens.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the best freaking scenes right there.
I'll have to watch it though, but it's
Deep, bro.
It's gonna take me a day to watch it since that movie's so damn long.
And then you have
but,
Joker in there played by the dude that played I hate doing this shit. You know who played Joker?
Jared Leto, that guy. Yeah,
He's right up there.
he's up there with
Heath.
Jack Nicholson.
No, Heath.
Oh, okay, Heath Ledger. Oh, right.
He's right there with Heath.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
like just a little notch. Heath is a little notch, but he's matching that. Just the fact the way he took
And
the
then
Joker.
just slightly under both of them is Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
Jack Nicholson was a great Joker. I can't take nothing from Jack, Mr. Hollywood. But
right.
You know, see, that's the thing. We never had the Flash in those movies.
We didn't, no, because Flash was always an underutilized character, and now coming back to Flash, we started drifting to all these characters. What was? Did we do the favorite scene in this movie?
Flash?
For Flash, you said the favorite scene was what was your favorite scene?
Michael Keaton return.
Michael Keaton returning. Okay.
Coming out. Why do you always gotta have him looking like a scallywag when they return?
Because he
He
returned.
had one shoe on, food all over the place, music playing. He's just living like a hobo. He had one shoe on making spaghetti. Why y'all gotta play that man like that? Then he just comes out
because
you
he
expect for to come out like, oh, he's like, so how you doing? And where was Alfred? Nobody didn't think about all this shit. Where did Alfred go?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Alfred left him all the way alone.
I'm
like, look
saying,
here, bro.
he came out like a scallywag out the closet. Why he hide in the closet?
Oh man,
But no, that was my favorite part.
that was your favorite part.
Seeing Michael Keaton just pick up where he left off and finally I think him opening that dang on wardrobe up and you see the different suits and you see that main suit that's his.
Yeah,
That's like shit's about to go.
it's about to go down. He's like, I'll go
And
get
he was
Superman.
watching old boy the whole freaking time doing what he was doing, breaking in, but just to watch him put that suit back on and the little one-liners, you want to get nuts and stuff like that. This is just Michael Keaton at his best. Again,
Yeah.
anything that Michael Keaton plays, I don't care if he's in a movie for 2 minutes, he plays it. This is like a second birth from him, from Gun Ho to Multiplicity to all that.
I concur.
He's just an all-around actor. He can play a good guy, he can play a bad guy, but when he plays a good bad guy, he's freaking scary.
Oh yeah.
Now he's been in both universes, DC and Marvel. Now
Who has he been in the Marvel?
he was the Vulture
Eh.
with Tom. Bro, you gotta watch
Right. Yeah.
that
No, I do
dirty
remember.
son of a gun. I was tight with him,
Yeah.
but he was scary because he has that evil-looking face, but it's also a cool face. But he's so cynical behind his stuff. That's what I'm saying. He's reborn again.
Yeah,
like this generation gets to see who not just because he was Beetlejuice, but they get to see
of
this.
what you're doing another movie too.
Yeah,
so,
but they get to see this man come back, and he's not. I don't see him slowing down until he say, "I'm done."
Oh, no, he's definitely gonna probably be one of those actors that's gonna be on this in front of the screen until he,
I just like him, man.
until the end. You know what I
just
mean?
like his whole energy. I like his whole anything. Like I said, anything he could play. He can play a tree. But is he gonna be doing Beetlejuice again?
They're gonna do the Beetlejuice.
Oh,
But,
shit.
we'll get to that on another one. But
Shit.
my favorite part was when the two Barrys finally when they're at the final scene where they need to fight together. They kind of like are figuring out a strategy of getting at all of Zod's minions, and they figure it out. But they start to play this stuff. I looked up the music and I did a Shazam when they were playing it.
Yeah. What music was that? Sound familiar?
I don't know, the Rancateurs or something like that. It was some type of rock music. But in any event, that sequence was pretty dope, man. When they're kind of all dashing around.
I can see them playing that song "Reasons" to that one.
Nah, not to that
No.
one. But
Come on, man.
They could
think about it.
They could have played "No Sleep Till Brooklyn," but it might not have made a whole lot of sense. But
Nah.
nah.
Because they're not from Brooklyn.
But neither was anyone from Guardians of the Galaxy.
That matches that. They got that theme.
It felt right. Yeah. No, but the music they used for that action sequence with the two berries, the two flashes, was appropriate. You know, one is spinning around. They have their heels together, you know, heel to heel, and they both spin off. And
how come my man cut up a bat suit?
Because
that was a comical part of him sawing off the ears. All right, I was dying because it was all fast action, spray paint, and all of a sudden,
you're right. That part was funny.
And they brought back the old Batmobile.
But were they in it at all or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait. I'm trying to think. I think so. Yeah.
I seen they brought back the bat plane and they used that a lot. Yeah. That was tight. You know,
went up in the air to the moon. Showed the sign.
So that was tight, but
that brought back. I think everybody got happy when they seen that and seen the old Batcave.
Yeah, The Flash is good, and I would actually go back in the theaters and watch it again.
Not with them damn kids.
I would have to go at a showtime that's like super early where I could,
damn kids, you know,
avoid stuff and
bathroom breaks every 2
load
seconds.
up on all of the snacks that I really want to get. Go super early, you know.
That's when you buy an extra seat to put your snacks on.
Yeah, buy 2 seats.
Buy 2 seats.
Just say, you know, I don't want nobody around me.
Throw your shit and just fucking chill.
I want to watch this movie in peace and quiet.
Then they had an after credit scene.
Yes. We gonna spoil it?
Spoil that bitch. Drop it.
They had a scene with the Flash, Barry, and he's coming out of a bar with none other than Aquaman. And he's stumbling and he's drunk and he falls into a puddle of water and he's like, leave me here. This is where I belong. And, you know, me personally, it just felt like the flattest post-credits I've ever seen. Another dude agreed with me. You know, another dude was like, what was that? You know, I could do better than that. But I think they were just trying to keep it funny. And I think that's what people didn't really realize. Is like they were trying to keep it funny. Maybe this is to tease the next Aquaman or something. I don't know. But
Amber Heard's not in it.
But you know, yeah, it was a little strange. But that was the post credit. So take with that what you will.
But see, this is what I don't get. He couldn't find. He's in another universe then.
He must be, yeah.
Because
he was. Yeah, he was.
Because remember when he called his father?
Yeah.
He said, "Were you married to a mermaid?"
He's like,
"You have a kid named. You have Arthur, my dog."
He told him to stop cranking me.
He said, "Are you married to a mermaid?" Some big fat chicks in the couch.
Yeah, that was funny. He was in the multiverse. And
so the multiverse. But I think he's back in another multiverse then.
The multiverse was funny because it's like everything was mixed up. So for whatever reason, Back to the Future had Eric Stoltz instead of
Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz is like, look him up. Eric Stoltz is like this. I'll try to look him up. He's like this. You'll know. I think he played in The Fly, the Fly 2 or something. I'm not picking.
I don't know how you spell his name.
I'm not picking his best work.
Eric Stoltz.
This guy right here. This guy.
Oh, you know that guy? He does look like
he was in The Fly 2, but that was going way back. But this is what he looks more familiar in.
He does look like.
He does
Michael J. Fox a
little bit, not much, but
why your boy had a tattoo on his leg?
He had a tattoo on his leg upside down. Then he pulled his leg.
What are you talking about here?
But see, he was actually almost going to be in Back to the Future.
Oh, the little spin-offs.
Yeah, but they never used him. They used Michael J. Fox because he was too serious, and they were like, "This is a comedy. This guy's playing it too serious."
I don't think it'd have been good without Michael J. Fox.
Nah, they got it right with Michael J. Fox. So but. I don't know, what was his best, what was he known for? He's known for like, I don't know, he was known for like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And,
he's old school. I know who
he is. Yeah, he's super old school. I said The Fly, Fly too.
My age. But back to the Flash, Jason
Momoa.
He's, they'll probably do another Aquaman. I think the first Aquaman kind of sucked.
I thought it was fun,
Yeah.
All right. It was all right. In any event, what do you give the rating for The Flash?
It's hard, man.
I mean, I remember what you told me.
I want to give it a 5 because of Michael Keaton.
Whoa.
But I can't.
Whoa. Well,
I'm gonna give it a 3. I gotta give it.
Give it a 3. 3 buckets of popcorn.
3 buckets.
And I'm gonna go a notch higher. I really enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was good. I'm gonna give it a 4.
There's some shit here, seriously.
Yeah, it was very entertaining.
Well, did you fall asleep, sir?
I did not fall asleep in this.
Were you in between two hoodlums watching?
No, I was entertained. There was a lot of little funny jokes that I remembered all throughout. Remember when Batman was getting ready to, they were finally in Russia, the Soviet or wherever, and they needed to get up to the fortress, and so Batman was going to use his lapel.
How much you weigh?
And my man Barry's getting ready to hang on to him and lifts his leg, and Batman looked at him like, man, he just grabbed him on the side like, you don't get your ass off.
But what about when Batman broke out a freaking ruler? It's a tape measure. Everything's like...
That's what I'm saying.
How much you weigh?
It had like all those little funny elements.
I see it, but I still give it a 3. I just give it a 3 because I think that Barry character Ezra played is good.
Yeah.
Mixed with Michael Keaton was good. I would like to... Probably if I watch it again, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not at off.
It's a solid film. Yeah, I was going to maybe say 3.5, but no, 4 I think
I would have to... Me, I'm always a second chance guy. Listen, for the work put into it, I'll give it a 5. Because it takes a lot for actors and writers and everything to come together to make that vision just come. So we just giving our opinions, not saying we sucked or hate. And it's just correct, criticism as a point of view from people who watch movies and stuff.
Of course.
Not saying we're not saying don't go see it. Definitely, we both support films and theaters and people going out to see it. I just felt that way, probably because maybe I was in a great mood. I fell asleep. I got them crying ass kids going to the bathroom.
I did too.
Goddamn,
I
every
used the
5
bathroom
seconds,
once.
some grown ass man coming from the other side of the theater where he can go out there to come past me. So I'll probably go see it again and buy 3 tickets so I can have a seat on my left and a seat on my right.
There you go. That's the way to do it. So that way you're not disturbed.
And the money's going to keeping the businesses going to theaters, because right now I feel that everything goes either straight to TV or it goes to the movie theater for a couple of days. Not like our days when we got to wait like a year.
We have to wait a long time.
So supporting local movie theaters and their little spots, buy some popcorn. Hey, people employed.
Go out and watch these films, folks. We rate something 3 or above. Go watch it.
And support them writers.
And even if we rate it a 2 or less, still go watch it.
Just go watch it.
Form your own opinion. But I do believe it's a 4 bucket of popcorn film. It's very entertaining from start to finish. The whole entire time I wasn't thinking about anything else, even though there was a lot of distractions in the theater. Trust me.
I want to see another one. I want to see Barry come out with another Flash. I just want to see... we did see some of the original story, but I think we need to see more of Barry, of just him being Flash, and how we saw how he joined. I think his story is not complete.
Well, but I think that's why they did it, though. I don't think Flash just by himself can carry an entire film, and that's why they brought in all the other characters. They could try it, but
I think he's right there with Superman.
Yeah.
Because Superman, the only one can see him speeding, remember?
Right.
And they raced. I think he's out there with, but he's used, like he said, the janitor.
Well, he's got this one special power that I never really quite understood until the phasing thing, shit. Whatever. So yeah,
I never saw him do that.
I've never seen that either. So that's
something new.
Interesting concept.
That was funny though. My man went down there, butt naked, came over with a.
It was funny when he felt like he was going to try and phase, and he walks into the wall and knocks himself out. Or when he's running around in circles, he's like, "Wait a minute, I'm running slow." But he looks funny as hell running around in circles. He's all exaggerated.
He's got a lot of comedy to him. He's got a
lot of comedy, man. It's
he makes that character,
Yeah,
right.
And I feel like DC is starting to get that comedic timing with their films just a little bit better.
I think Guns has something involved with this.
Maybe, I don't know, but I think their movies are definitely getting a lot better, and we'll see what happens.
You know what though, real quick. Now we saw Ben Affleck playing Batman here.
Right.
He didn't look dark as he was in the other movies.
Yeah.
Nah, this didn't look dark. He had too much I don't know. He was just different.
I don't know, but yeah, we'll see about that on the next one. So. That's it for us on this version of Film Frenzy, where we review movies of all kinds. I'm the film enthusiast, Jay Masai.
Uncle Swag.
And we are out.